Between the Ooni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto, who is greater? I'm asking this question to Yoruba Muslims, an average Yoruba Muslim. Between the Ooni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto, who is greater? This question is not for Ilorin affairs. Those ones have allegiance to the Fulani Caliphate. Anything that is connected to the Fulani Caliphate is not worthy of answering this question. An average Yoruba Muslim that is not being hypnotized by this Fulani drug, who is greater between the Ooni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto? An average Fulani tells you, or an average Northerner or Northern Muslim tells you, that religion comes first before tradition. Imagine, they tell you that religion, something that is borrowed, comes first before tradition. Religion has come to erase your tradition, your identity as a person. I'm a Christian. I'm a down-to-earth Christian. In fact, by Christianity, I read Bible, I read doctrine well. I understand when it seems like your religion needs to replace some things about your tradition. But first, you are first an Igbo person, a Yoruba person, an Hausa person. I don't know about the Fulani, a Fulani person. Before you are a Christian, Muslim, or whatever, you are even first a human being that God created. Before your identity, then before your religion. But here the Fulani will tell you that, the Northern Fulani will tell you that your religion before your tradition. Now the Yorubas believe that their tradition comes first before religion. Then between the Ooni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto, who is greater? If you're watching this broadcast, please, I want you to answer in the comment section. I know the Northerners most Northerners have different answer to this question. I'm not asking the Northerners, I'm asking Yoruba Muslims. This Sharia of a thing, if you conduct a census in Yoruba land, over 80% of Yoruba Muslims, I'm not talking about Christians, over 80% of Yoruba Muslims, they are saying no to Sharia. If the government of the day in Yoruba land is saying no to Sharia, if traditional rulers are saying no to Sharia, then who else wants to start imposing Sharia? This is a warning. I've said it, I'll repeat myself. These people, they don't have chills. These people, they are restless people. These people that want to bring in Sharia or that want to spread Islam all over Nigeria, they are restless people. They will do anything they can, possibly. I heard some people are attacking my videos. However, we move on. We are not here for the clicks or the likes or whatever. We are here to push the message. I'm telling you that there should be a system change. Now, during Buhari regime, they were pushing for grazing reserves, water resources, grazing routes, and all have you. Now, under Tinubu, they are pushing for Sharia. Every regime, they always have an agenda to push just these Fulani people. The Yorubas have told the Sultan of Sokoto, if you think or if you want us to still support the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs that you heard, somebody else should step into that position. Somebody else should step into that position. Maybe an Hausa person becomes the head of the Nigerian Supreme Court or Islamic Affairs, or Yoruba man or an Igbo man, since they have joined Igbo with this whole shenanigan, especially from Enugu State. Okay, if I will ask now, your traditional ruler, let me ask our Igbo brothers, Igbo Muslims, your traditional ruler in your village or your town, and the Sultan of Sokoto, who is greater? I know some of these Muslims will say the Sultan of Sokoto is the spiritual head, he is greater. No, he can never, ever be greater. Where was the Sultan of Sokoto when your forefathers were alive? Where was he and his goons? He's a Fulani. I don't want to use the word bloody. I don't want to call the Sultan of Sokoto bloody Fulani. He's a Fulani wanting to use religion to rule you. They have boasted many, many times. This is an Ahmadu Bello that had hatred for the Muslims. Had hatred for the Igbos. He openly said it. He doesn't like the Igbos. They don't care about your tribe. They care about conquering you. While the juicy positions, they fix themselves Fulani in those juicy positions. That is how they used in conquering the Hausas today. They are not asking questions, doing research. How come that Hausas with that population do not control their economy, do not control their academics, do not control their tradition, do not control their religion? Just Fulani, maybe 14 or 15 million people are controlling people of over 50 million people. People that it is their land. Now, using all these bandits from here and there coming to land grab and everything, erase culture, rename communities, using it subtly, bandits will come and attack this place, and people will be afraid. They will run away. They take over. They assimilate. Those people come back. They meet the Fulani there. They assimilate. Fulani lord over them. Remember, first they use bandits to attack a place, chase people away, or put people under bondage. In today's current Nigeria, kill. We heard that 5 farmers were killed. 5 farmers were killed. And any cleric, any religious leader that goes against these bandits and terrorists, they will also be attacked and killed. This is a subtle means these people use to conquer the Hausa people. And this is what you are importing into the southeast and the southern part of Nigeria. Look at what happened. I think it's Edo State. Houses of Fulanis are killing neighboring villages. There's a report. The traditional media will not carry some of these reports. I will start carrying some of these reports on this channel. Hausa Fulani that have a place in Umunede. Yes, that place is Umunede. Schools shut down in Umunede. Because of this Hausa Fulani madness. I don't know whether there's a drug they take. Wherever community they find themselves in, wherever place they find themselves in, they are always hostile, and there will always be killings upon killings. They don't follow the laws of the land. They are just anyhow they run their things. You don't correct them. You don't tell them this. They don't follow rules and regulations. Somebody might have taken his cow into somebody's farm after repeated calls that these people should not. Most of these social media we are running now, these guys might not be listening to what you are saying. They are in a world of their own. Their leaders are there holding power for them to start committing all sort of atrocities up and down. They don't control them. But when they want to win elections, they go and get them to win elections for them. So these people don't listen. They don't. Have you seen a Fulani settlement anywhere? They have their own society, way of doing things. They are distinct from you. You have a local government, and local government has laws and rules. These Fulani guys, they have their own way of doing their things. They will tell you, leave them. We will not leave us. They have their own settlement. Leave us. We know how to handle our things. We will not give you problem. We will not give you this. We will not give you that. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they will tell you. When they encroach into somebody's farm, just if you tell them, don't do this again, they keep on doing it. And so this spirit of the Fulani that has been passed on to stooges in the southwest or southeastern part of Nigeria is the problem that we have. Some Lagos boys, I've said it, some Lagos boys, they are afraid to support this Sharia. Most of these politicians in Lagos, most of them are core Muslims. In their heart of heart, they feel, most of them that are from Kwara State. Lagos is a multi Yoruba state. The indigenes there themselves don't even get them out. The Yorubas from other states have taken over Lagos State. So most of them from Kwara State, they are secretly supporting Sharia, but they cannot come out openly. They cannot come out openly to support Sharia. They cannot. Because if they come out, they will cancel them. That is the next thing. If they come out, they will cancel them. I don't want to call names. I know one or two of them. They tried When you see them, they every topic they always contribute. But this share of the thing, they have kept quiet. Every topic that has to do with Yoruba people, these Lagos boys, they always contribute. They always defend Yoruba. But now the Yoruba people are saying there's no Sharia. We don't want Sharia in the Southwest. They are all quiet. It tells you a lot of the kind of elements that is in Lagos politics. That is aside. That is aside. Now the question is, between the Ooni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto, who is greater? This is my answer. I grew up in Yoruba land. I was born here. In fact, I behave like a Yoruba much more than an Igbo person. I've stayed here more than 30 years. Yes, in Yoruba land. And I've come to understand that Yoruba value their tradition and their culture much more than anything. And they have sustained that over the years. That is why the Yoruba language is going international. Yoruba language is spreading to Brazil. Yoruba language, they understand how to preserve their culture. Yoruba people, I've understood that they understand how to preserve their culture and speak their language. Unlike my Igbo people, Zobu, everything Zobu. We are losing our heritage, we are losing our culture, we are losing our language. When you tell some people, they always have excuse for one or two things. It is evident that we are losing culture, heritage, and language. But Yorubas, they don't take it lightly. A pastor can be a pastor and be. Look at what Obasanjo said. I'm a Christian, but I don't joke with Ifa. Obasanjo says, I'm a Christian, but I don't joke with Ifa. You see, you get the message. Somebody that is a Sunday school teacher, in quotes, those days he said he was a Sunday school teacher in a church. A Sunday school teacher, a deacon, somebody that has a high whatever, he doesn't joke with Ifa. A pastor in Yoruba land might also be worshiping Ifa. Tells you a lot about how they value their culture. I might not be supportive as a Christian. I might be supportive of the fact some of these practices has been carried on in whatever. But I'm interested in the language. Because global politics now, societies are taking over smaller societies. I don't know how I'll explain this to you, but I will try and explain it. How societies, bigger societies, wants to consume or prey on smaller societies. That cultures, or let me use this word, cultures, Western cultures, other European cultures, wants to prey and take over small cultures. Now, everything we do, we speak English. Everything we do. If you go to Bangladesh, go to supermarket, English. So the English language, the Western culture, is trying to take over and prey over every other culture and make them extinct. Most cultures now, most languages are now extinct. With time, the Igbo language, if the Ohanese does not do anything tangible, with time, the Igbo language might go extinct. You have people that are leaders, Ohanese, you see them with big stomach, with white beards. Somebody is asking me the other time, why are you talking down now? Leaders that is leading us astray. What do you expect me to do? I should keep quiet while we all fall into the same pit? Brother, you won't fall inside pit. Me, I don't fall inside pit too. I have gone back to start collecting books on the Igbo history and heritage. I'm taking my time to look at it and read it. Maybe if these people don't want to do one or two things, we the young people will try and put something together about the Igbo culture and heritage. You are an elder in Igbo land. You are Ohanese and this and that. You don't want to harmonize the culture. Are you not wise enough? That's one of these things that these cultures and practices that we have should be documented, be written. But you don't want to document your culture. You don't make it popular. Document and make it popular is another thing. You don't want to do. Our big men don't want to support anything that has to do with Igbo culture. They don't want. You see some big men in Yoruba and in Southwest, they'll tell them, this history of the Kriji War, please, if you have Ekiti State, I think is Ekiti State governor was telling somebody, Adebimpe and the husband, that they should do a film on a certain historical future in Yoruba land?
For that wonderful question, the anchor of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Samonekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So ECPA is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Ndigbo and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Samonekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Sultan Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible. And when the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also to the government, to the Nigerian government, be worried about it. Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? So a particular tribe, a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Yoruba man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. I know it too. And every man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. in terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that so Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle, and now gradually it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now there are some Igbo men, sorry, some women are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing Oduduwa Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are formed alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or else it made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Ango Ambulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Others Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Others Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027 Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average Northern person is not given the vote, now where will they get the vote? It should come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have been tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. Yeah, there are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.